DJ U's couch done strike again, man, right? The cursed couch of hip-hop media done strike again. How many more lessons do y'all need, bruh? Everyone who goes on that couch ends up passing away or something unfortunate happens, bruh. The couch ain't favored by God. God been trying to tell y'all, bruh. God ain't blessing no F Ninjas platform, bruh. That couch is cursed. And it unstruck again, bruh. All right. O Block, Muna Duke, and his homie Youngin got shot and killed last night.
Chicago police are looking for suspects in a triple shooting in Edgewater. 2 of the victims were killed.
WGN's Christine Flores has more from St. Francis Hospital in Evanston.
Judy and Jewel, good morning. Now, one of those victims was brought here originally listed in fair condition. As to what led up to that shooting, officials say that is still to be determined. Police taped off a large area near Broadway and Rosemont in the Edgewater neighborhood early Saturday morning as they investigated. Officials say it was around 1:20 this morning when officers responded to the scene for a call of a person shot. Upon arrival, they found multiple victims had sustained gunshot injuries. A 28-year-old male sustained multiple gunshot wounds to the body and was transported by the Chicago Fire Department to St. Francis Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. A 31-year-old male sustained a gunshot wound to the chest and was transported to Wise Memorial Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. A third victim, a 36-year-old male, sustained a gunshot wound to the back and was transported to Evanston Hospital, where he was listed in fair condition. According to police, the victims were not able to provide details of the incident. At this time, no arrests have been made. Area 3 detectives are investigating.
A couple people close to this situation, including an eyewitness, have given their account of exactly what took place. So we're going to cover that. Now, I was surprised when I first heard the news that these two with a face card that they got, because they're pretty notable. Now, they're not notable to the internet. They're notable in real life. If you know anything about this ongoing war, you know who Muna Duke is and you know who Youngin is. So I'm shocked that they were still in Chicago moving around. I thought when you got a face card like that, bro, you at least move to Wisconsin or Indiana somewhere, bro. You don't stay in Chicago. O Block, Muna Duke is on your right. Youngin is on your left. These two dudes live private lives, bro. Youngin on your left never did interviews. There's not an interview out there of O Block Youngin. Muna Duke did a couple of interviews. It seemed like he was trying to do the media stuff, but then he fell back once it got too hot, and nobody had really heard from Muna Duke since. I feel like the most public or viral moment of Muna Duke's internet career is probably when he pressed the 2 YouTubers from Philly who was filming in O Block at around 2 a.m.
Go. Man, don't get no more content right here. The fuck? What y'all talking about content? Who told y'all come over here? Nobody told us to come over. So why would y'all even come over here to my content? Because we from Philly, we do a lot. What do that mean, man? I don't get no fuck about no content. Who told y'all come over here?
No disrespect. Nobody told us to slap. We talked to the security guard, another person that live up front.
Check in, man, when you come over here. There ain't no just over there, man.
I respect that. I respect that.
Y'all don't know who I am?
No.
So who is y'all? Why y'all just come over
My name is Manny 215. This is Woody, that's our first. That's right.
Like that, though? It'd be wrong if I take the camera and some more shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all just come over here. This ain't no free enterprise, man. You know what I'm saying? So just get up out of here, man.
Appreciate that. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Can't go back that way, bro.
All right.
Not the brightest look of his life, but I feel like this moment don't really define him. I wouldn't be kicking somebody out of a public housing, to be honest, but hey, I think he's more than his moment. Now, after these two got killed, before their body could even make it to the morgue, bruh, you have 63rd members on Instagram, on Facebook, self-snitching and celebrating and antagonizing the situation. However, you have other people like J Main and others who care about the push and peace movement, who don't want for another war to reignite. So they've been pushing the fact that, yo, no, bro, we didn't do this. But the 63rd members, man, don't care about that push and peace, bro. They on Instagram self-snitching in fashion I've never seen before, bro. This is the self-snitching Olympics, bro. It's a race to see who can self-snitch the fastest and the hardest. FBG Young, who's the brother of FBG Cash, who was allegedly killed by O Block members, and who's also close associates with FBG Duck, he took to social media at 6 a.m. Chicago time before he even had a chance to brush his teeth and shower. He was on social media celebrating the murder of O Block Muna Duke an O Block youngin. And for anybody who thought they could check him, for anybody who thought they could play the moral police, right, who tried to shame him for celebrating the death of another black man, he had a response for that, bruh. He followed up with another quote post on Facebook. The post says, I love when Opps died because it showed me who really F with who on this MFer. By the way, F dude, now do some smoke. His response was talk that talk emoji. Now, I've never seen O Block Muna Duke diss FBG Cash or diss FBG Duck in any of the interviews he did, but obviously O Block Muna Duke is riding with King Von. He's riding with O Block, so I don't even think he needed to diss anybody, bro. He was already on the side. But I don't think it helped him out, though, when he's on interviews taking calls from Muwop, who's currently in jail for murdering FBG Duck.
Boy, wow, man, he gonna be. I'm gonna say this, my boy Wop on the phone. He gonna be back soon, man. You know. Do you want to say something or nah? I said, do you want to say something? Man, just say something, man. Just say just say what's up, man. This your boy Wop, man. You know, I'm gonna be back soon, man. You know, something like that. Alright.
FBG Young isn't the only one on social media celebrating and self-snitching at his finest. Other people took to the Instagram comments, took to Facebook comments to celebrate the death. A user by the name of Tuka Vills KO, he put laughing emoji, smoke emoji. 67 Sane had the ooh emoji. You have others clapping with the smoke emoji. So people is having a good old time right now, bruh. I don't think it's wise to be having this much of a good time when somebody passed away, because I live by the principle of the same thing that makes you laugh is going to be the same thing that make you cry. If you laughing because somebody homie gets smoked, your homie going to get smoked next. That's just how I live my life, bruh. But hey, it's freedom, I guess. Now, the social media detectives have been running to YouTube trying to be the first one to solve this murder, which I think is very bizarre. But what can I say? I've done it before. I've ran to social media trying to solve a murder. So they're now on YouTube trying to figure this out. One YouTuber by the name of Truth Teller, he's on social media claiming that O Block Muna Duke and his homie, they were murdered because of a get back or revenge plot on behalf of FBG Duck.
A lot of people posting about this. I've had a real update. I ain't saying the other updates ain't real, but it's a real update. So hit the like button, because it push any fake updates down and push a real update up. It looked like they was leaving out of a bar. Okay? I don't know what would make you go to a bar on a weekend that late at night, you know, in Chicago. That's a 3 out of 3. That's a recipe for disaster, in my opinion. But unfortunately, you know, a lot of people don't follow these rules. I don't understand why. But it seemed like they was at a bar on the 6300 block. Now, I'm not sure exactly how close that is to 63rd, but it says 6300. And we know that's the area they probably shouldn't want to be around. Now, I'm not saying that's in the right area where they shouldn't go. I'm just saying they got the word 63 on it, okay? That's all I'm saying. According to a lady whose daughter was at a bar where they was killed at, you know, she posted on social media and said that it was somebody outside the bar walking around with a ski mask on, just pacing back and forth with a ski mask on, like he was waiting for them to leave out the bar. When I hear that, it feels like maybe their location was dropped. Somebody calls, hey, them niggas up in there, y'all, they up in there, they gonna leave out sometime soon. Cause somebody outside just waiting. He said he wasn't hiding, he was just outside the bar in the front, walking around pacing with a ski mask on. The lady also said that it was people, her daughter said it was people inside the club with ski masks on, inside this bar. Now, what bar owner got people allowing people to be inside this club with a ski mask on? That's some wild, extra crazy shit to me, to be honest with you. You know, that don't seem very professional. When it comes to these bars, you can have on gym shoes, you can have on jeans, all kind of shit, okay? And then, you know, she said basically when they came outside, you know, Buddy ran up on them and started shooting at them. And they got killed. This happened in Chicago. You know, it's a real war going on. It's already talk in the street that this is get back for FBG Duck. And they did this for FBG Duck. I'm not sure. I don't want to throw that out, you know. But I can tell you it looked like they were targeted and murdered, you know. And I'm not sure, but the streets are talking. And people saying this revenge for Duck, you know.
Boy, you niggas love some gossip, bro. Yo, men gossip the most on this app, man. Now, here's the thing, man. I think it's irresponsible. Because if you're saying, hey, I have no proof this was for FBG Duck, man, but the streets is what streets, bro? Now, it is the lazy assumption because 63rd is already dissing. Well, that's their ops. Why wouldn't they be dissing? And then the closest link is, FBG Duck is the biggest murder they had in the last, I don't know, decade. But I feel like that's just lazy, bro. All right, that's just a lazy reach. So I'm not ready to go that far, and I haven't heard anything that will make me think this is for FBG Duck. Now, I will say though, man, the 63rd members who are on social media self-snitching, y'all gotta relax, bro, because that's how the O Block 5 got booked for FBG Duck's murder, right? Too much talking online. A mom whose daughter was present speaks, and she says, thanking God for protecting my baby and her friends last night. They were at this bar and had just got to their vehicle, stating that they saw the ninja, the gunman, just pacing around outside of the bar with the ski mask on. I asked her, why didn't y'all just leave when y'all saw that? She said, Ma, I didn't think any of it because there were ninjas inside of the bar with ski masks on too. Like, who the F allows that? I said, make that sure your last time going to that bar. What the F? So the guys walk out, the gunman starts shooting. The boy is running towards my daughter's friend's car. One of the bullets hit the car. None of them were hurt by the grace of God. And then one of them collapsed right in front of her vehicle and died. This is unfortunate. Now, I wouldn't be going to any bar in Chicago. I don't feel like you could pay me enough to go to Chicago or to go outside to a bar in Chicago. Bro, like, I got offers to go to like O Block and to like sleep on the roof with some pastor to push peace. I said, listen, bro, I don't want peace that bad, homie. I'm not doing it. Now, another dynamic at play here that I feel like we should really watch out for is, O Block has been welcoming in a lot of 63rd members. J Main have gone to O Block to push peace, and there's been talk of pushing peace in a peace treaty between 63rd and O Block. So when people hear Truth Teller like come online and assign this death to 63rd, like people like J Main ain't having it. They work too hard to push peace. They're like, bro, we not going for that, bro. We worked too hard to push peace. We worked for too many nights to come to a situation where at least it's a ceasefire. It's not peace, but it's a ceasefire. So J May made a video going out of his way to debunk that this may be like an O Block versus 63rd thing. J May wants it to be known that like 63rd had nothing to do with this. They did not kill O Block Muna Duke and O Block Youngin. And here is J Main breaking down exactly what he believes happens.
I don't know the whole situation, but I heard I watched Truth Teller video saying it was supposed to be get back for FBG Duck. Truth Teller, let's not throw narratives out there, bro, because that's how, put it like this Chicago, that's how niggas end up dying, bro. Like, Truth Teller, you from the area, you gotta know putting that type of energy into the air before you got actual proof. I understand on the video you saying, nah, you don't know, but let's not even throw that, let's not even gas that type, let's not put that type of fuel on that fire like that, because at this time, we don't know. People assume shit, and sometimes when you assume, you make an ass out yourself. All I'm saying is let the people do their job. It hit different. When you just saying this side or these people, this group of people and it's on the internet, and some of these people is not smart enough or wise enough. I don't want to say smart, but just.
That was J Main's first video, which I completely agree, bruh. Somebody is gonna die behind this. O Block aren't known to get pushed over. They put in the pain and they do the pushing. So to come out here and just throw out accusations willy-nilly, bruh, is kind of crazy, right? Because, you never know, bro. Somebody could just hear the rumors going around, 63rd got something to do with this, bro. Hop out and just go blast 63rd just because. I remember, man, when a dude that both these people are dead right now, okay? Like, this was my 8th grade year, okay? A dude by the name of Blazer Mugaham, you feel me? Blazer Mugaham passed away. He was a well-respected dude in our community. Well-respected, okay? Now, Blazer Mugaham was murdered by Tristan Fisher, who is from Chester. However, when Blazer Mugaham passed away, there were rumors of who did it, who ain't do it. Now, I was personally in the room, man, when when one of my OGs from 6th Street When as soon as he heard, those dudes did it, man, bro, militarized, and bro, and a couple dudes was out the crib within 5 minutes, bro. Go and put in paint on the wrong dudes. You feel me? Luckily, nobody passed away. All right. So I understand like how fast people can trip when they're emotional right now. So you don't even want to put that out there. But J-May would actually come back because after learning, after watching, after hearing, he would come back and he would have his theory of exactly how O'Block Muna Duke passed away.
It ain't got nothing to do with 63rd. That's some Chicago shit, bro. That's some Chicago shit, bro. That's what we gonna say. That's some Chicago shit that happened, bro. It's an unfortunate situation, bro. And the whole thing is, bro, a bar owner letting people in the bar with masks on Fulham Grave. Where's the security at? Like, when it comes to security, bro, when it comes to the bars, bro, let's break this shit down. Why is somebody in the bar with a mask on Fulham Grave? Y'all letting people in bars with shiesties on, bro? That shit don't even make sense on Fulham Grave. So y'all telling me the camera got a masked man walking inside the bar looking, people walking in the bar looking. But that's why I say it was some Chicago shit. Put it like this. It had to be a back door. Cause when you break this shit down, on Fulham, if you coming out of bar, think about it. If you coming out of bar, folks, let's break this shit down. If you coming out of bar, how somebody just gonna know you coming out the bar right when you coming out the bar? I don't care if they like, yeah, so-and-so in there. They say soon Duke and them left out the bar, that's when the shit played out. They say, come up, pop, 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 pop. It hit different, bro. Like, how and I just came out this bar if ain't nobody backdoor me, bro. Like, that's a backdoor, bro.
God bless J-Main Hart, man. Right? God bless J-Main Hart, bro. Y'all feel like, bro, J-Main had to make this video, man. J-Main like, listen, man, I gotta do something to counteract the narrative, man, that this came from 63rd, bro. If I gotta make a video, bro, let folks know. Because J-Main dropped another video after this, bro, where he like reviewed like an AI video, where the AI video claiming they already found the people who did it. So J-Main is just trying to counteract the narrative, man, that 63rd ain't do this, bro. But J-Main, you my brother, J-Main. Hey, can nobody play with J-Main, bro? Hey, bro, anybody play with J-Main, I'm smoking them. Bro, they know, bro. J-Main Opps is my Opps. J-Main know, bro. Anybody play with J-Main, I'm smoking. Well, unless for the old block guys. Because hey, if you old block, this don't pertain to you. But anybody else, J-Main Opps is my Opps. But J-Main know, bro. Them old block visits is it's over with, homie. Right? All right. That pushing piece, old block visits is over with, homie. Them boys is on wartime right now, bro. They not fraternizing with no ops. Ain't no talk of pushing piece no more, bro. Them boys on wartime right now, man. And I feel like J-Main is a good dude, right? J-Main and Muna Duke appear to be really cool, but I feel like right now J-Main is an ambassador. J-Main is somebody who's like, like he's a diplomat. You feel me? He's trying to really bring peace. But right now, bro, right, ain't no saving no ops, bro. Right? Because 63rd, if they ain't do it, which I don't think they did because there's no proof they did it, they on social media celebrating right now, bro. They in the Instagram caption. All right, Instagram comments, they on Facebook, they out here celebrating, bro. So if they ain't do it, they celebrating. And the one thing we know, bro, dissing the ops is almost worse than actually killing the op, bro. Dissing the op will get you killed faster than actually doing it. That's a fact. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, all right? What's going on, man? Make some sense out of this madness. And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen to find out why Black Twitter is trying to cancel Myron Gaines. I'm going to see you guys in this video somewhere on my screen. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.